All right, how we doing today? So, yeah, I had to get this camera position right here. I just want to make sure that you guys are able to see me. So I'm on a break today, and yeah, I'll do a series of videos on this channel and another one building up this channel. So I just want to get right into it because this article that I'm doing, or this segment, is one that's been in my head for quite some time, probably for the last week and a half, and now I'm finally able to get to do it. But it does say in the book of Proverbs, I forgot what chapter, I believe it was like 23, that that the woman, all right, is like a bottomless pit, or something to that effect. Okay, I don't have my notes with me. And so I'm not saying this to piss no woman off or whatever, okay? Intentionally, a woman's a beautiful thing when she's in her right mind. But many women, not all, but many, are agents of chaos, okay? That being said, it's a player by the name of Texas State. His name was Cumbrell Winters, and he was killed from some type of drug deal that went bad about a week and a half ago. So the days is the 7th, right? So this happened somewhere around maybe the Thanksgiving Day weekend, somewhere between the 27th and 30th of November. Okay? Yeah, put a little bit of lip balm on my lips here. It's a little dry this morning, and the dryness, it sneaks up on you. But what had happened was that, from my understanding, they were called to come to a house. Him, and I don't know, it was a friend of hers, and there's no telling what happened in that house. I don't know if an argument ensued or what. It could be some jealousy. I don't know. Next thing you know, that this man ended up coming up dead, and the woman and I believe one of the woman's colleagues were arrested, or whoever more than likely was leasing that house. Yeah, well, point being is this: crime doesn't pay, and this is what happens when you follow a woman. But you know what? It wasn't all there. There wasn't all his fault or all her fault. It was his fault, because he was a star football player, and he shouldn't have been there in the first place. All right, doesn't matter. He shouldn't have been there all along. Now, this guy was from Houston, and I think that he was a pretty good football player out of high school. All right, and this school, Texas State, is in San Marcos. I think it's about 300 miles away. I feel like if you're in state small enough, all right, Texas is a very large state, you probably should be 300 miles away, all right, in another state. But probably in Texas, if you probably are in Dallas or San Antonio, you probably should go to LSU or Houston or probably Louisiana. Maybe you can get away with it if you're like up in North Texas and you go to school like in San Antonio or in El Paso, all right? Because I think that you're enough away from all the rift and the strife. So I think he was in a fairly decent distance, all right? But probably while he was there, he got hooked up with the wrong people, period. Now, a little bit about this guy, his college stats. He was a sophomore, and he was a redshirt freshman. Well, just put it like this: yes, he was a redshirt freshman. His freshman year, he recorded 50 tackles. Let me see, 30 assisted tackles, and a game high of 8 solo tackles in one game, a career high. So those were pretty colossal stats, and he was labeled as I think honorable mention, I think of the Coastal Conference, Coastal Carolina Coastal Conference, something like that. But this guy was headed to probably maybe he could have been like a low draft in the NFL or maybe in the CFL. I mean, this guy could have got the attention, or if he wasn't already getting it, of a lot of NFL prospects. Well, unfortunately, he got short all over some drugs. And who's to say he might have been doing this while he was in Houston? He was probably doing this on his off time. All right, and this guy was hurt. He injured his knee either late in the season last year or probably during like the training camp or practice this year. So it was one of the things where instead of this young man trying to work on his craft, work on getting his education and get back on the football field, this is, what he got. This drug deal right here proved his demise. Now, this is on top of, following a woman. And I guess it's a cautionary tale for young guys coming up, okay, to pretty much, I would suggest work on more godly things, work on your craft. And if you go into college or whatever, they paying for your education, try to make best of it, go to class and do whatever it is that you need to do. So that's just what I wanted to leave you with here. And the saying is, you have to do it 1,000 times before you get caught once. Again, crime doesn't pay. So I just wanted to leave you guys with that. Don't want to keep saying the same thing over and over again. Be vigilant out there. Be safe. I hope everybody comes home safely. School's going to be getting out here, probably for me, you guys here at the end of the week, you college folks and all that, and you guys have a good holiday. And feel free to subscribe. And this channel is for the ears that want to hear.
You have 2 new text messages.